Oh boy! I wonder what I'm gonna turn into! Is that a second head? Hi, I'm Doug. I have emphysema. Oh!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! A spoon. Why do I have a spoon? Why would my evolution include silverware?
I wonder what's the next stage for my elegant, slender body.
And just like that, diabetes.
Oh man, I bet my two perfect arms are gonna get double jacked when I evolve. Oh god, I'm an abomination!
Wait, that's all that happened? The colors of my body just swapped? That's it?
Hey guys, what about me? What about old Shuckle? Oh man, I bet I'm gonna evolve any second now. Any second. Yep.
Maybe we'll finally have a body big enough for both heads. Huh, Darren?
I didn't ask to share this body with you, Eric.
Sup, guys? I'm Skylar. Hey, what's up? Pretty rad that we get to share this bod, right?
So just like a Pokemon expects to experience a change in their life, all followers of Jesus should expect to experience a new kind of life when they follow Jesus. That was a weird thing to say. Anyway, over the course of this summer, we've been in a series about how Jesus promised all his followers a more than enough kind of life. That when we follow Jesus, we should experience a life with more than enough joy and peace and energy and life. But we also talked about how most of us don't experience this kind of life because we end up stuck in the traps of things like anger, worry, greed, and last week we talked about pride and superiority. When we live lives focused on me and what I want, it's natural for us to begin thinking of ourselves as more important than others. We don't want to admit it, but it's how we live. We make our decisions with me first in mind. We would rather serve ourselves than serve someone else. This is what we call pride. And pride keeps us from the more than enough life that God has planned for us. The nature of pride is that it keeps us from truly being able to love others as much as we love ourselves. So the solution to pride is humility. Humility is valuing others above yourself. It's I do for you what I would have you do for me. It's putting you before me. It doesn't mean that you think less of yourself or you don't take care of yourself. It just means that you realize that life is about more than just you. You were meant to love others, serve others, do for others as Jesus did for you. Which means I'm going to have to submit to you, something none of us want to do in relationships. Submitting means I don't always get my way. Submitting means when I'm wrong, I admit that I'm wrong. When I mess up, I apologize. But if you're like me, and I think you are, we hate doing this, right? Because if I admit I'm wrong, or if I let you get the last word in the argument, then you think you won and you'll think less of me. Heck, I'll think less of me. And so often in our relationships, we allow small arguments to become big fights and eventually become the reason we walk away from relationship, simply because neither party will lay down their pride and submit to one another. And as followers of Jesus, we have been called to submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Out of respect for how Jesus submitted to us, put the other person first. Just like Jesus served us and died on the cross, even while we were wrong, when we were the ones who had sinned, we should submit to one another. So this means when you're in a fight with someone and you're tempted to do whatever it takes to win, yell and scream, or give the silent treatment, or hold a grudge against them, choose better. Choose to humble yourself and submit to them. Do what it takes to make the relationship right again. Love the other person enough to not have to get your way or to have to win the argument. Submit to one another out of respect for Jesus. So talk in your groups today about how we can get rid of the trap of pride and superiority by submitting to one another in humility, and then we'll move on.